Good morning. I don't have my coffee because I woke up late. Good morning. Good morning. I don't have my earphones on. Good morning. I'm going to get my coffee and then I'm going to do something else. Hold on. Let me change that. I could put that right there. Hi. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I'm not muted, am I? No, I'm not. Okay, I'm going to be right back because I have my coffee. So I'm going to put the music on. Hold on. Hi, Easily. Did you do okay last night? Everything okay down there? Noise startled. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry. I'm sorry. Is there noise other than me? Hi. 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 Let me make sure nothing's like playing in your ear that I don't know about. Hi, it's me. Hi, me. It's me. I'm gonna go grab my coffee. I'll BRB. Major part of the storm missed us. Oh. Whew. Santifa! Oh my god! Where have you been? Where have you been? Oh my god. Santifa, you fucker. Oh god, you made me swear in my first 2 minutes. Hold on. I gotta go get my coffee. This is an emergency. This is a coffee emergency. Coffee emergency. Get it? Okay. I'll be right back. Oh, okay. Can I just say? Oh, wait, hold on. Let me do one thing. I gotta put my earphones on. Actually, I don't have to put my earphones on. Oh yeah. I just brought the pot with me. Okay, so the clan meeting. Wait, let me put my earphones on. The clan meeting. You know, I have a lot to say. Woo! I have a lot to say about that clan meeting. Hold on. I'll say it in a second. Oh shit! What am I hitting? Oh, fuck me. Come on. Okay. God, yeah, discombobulated. I'm one discombobulated bitch this morning, I'll tell you that. Ugh. Okay. All right, let's talk about the clan meeting last night. Wait, I'm gonna take a sip of coffee. Oh my god. You're around? Are you always around? Santifa? Santifa and I go way back. Yeah, I did enjoy the Black Swan. Well, the ending could have been better. No, I'm kidding. I don't want anyone to die. I don't give a shit. He's not even that important enough for me to wish bad karma on him. Good. I'm glad. I'm glad you're around. Hold on. Oops, I'm really warm. It's really warm here in California. Stop doing that. Okay. It's really cold. Oh, that's like really high. Unlike me. Okay. Turn that down a little bit. Good morning, Lee. Okay, no problem. Well, this is going to be light and airy, so don't worry about it. We're not going to, I don't think we have any nonsense we have to look at, but maybe we do. I don't know. But a badger. Good morning, badger. Sorry I didn't see you come in. Oh, that's it. My phone dropped over there. Okay, that's fine. I don't need my phone. Okay, the clan meeting yesterday. Yeah. So, really, Badger? God, I gotta catch up. Okay, hold on. I'll catch up, sweetie. So here's the thing, and I am always out of step with the rest of the world, by the way. Can I tell you something that I've learned this summer? This summer, it finally dawned on me, and I know it's taken a minute. I get it. But it's taken a minute, but oh, I forgot what I was going to say. God damn it. Okay, let me just get high a little bit. It was really good, too. It was really good. Fuck. I got a lot of thoughts going through my head. I got a lot of shit going on up there. Gets a little confused. I woke up late today. I think because yesterday felt a little exhausting, and it's my own fault. It's not like, anybody did anything. I was exhausted just because it was a lot. The information was a lot, and oh, I'm out of step. That's right. Okay, so I've realized this summer, and I know it's a little late for me to realize this. Yeah, Lee, we're going to send you some high vibes, okay? So that you can be at work but still be like high, in that sense. So until later when you can actually be high with us. So I am always wrong. I really am. I'm literally always wrong. But here's what I think about the opening of the clanvention. The opening of the clanvention, I think, number one, demonstrated that there is literally no enthusiasm for this party. It was the anxiety. Yeah, good. Oh, yeah. It's nice and warm. It's nice and warm in here, but not too warm. The selection of J.D. Vance and the energy of those speakers. Now, granted, that's day one, so I get it. The speaker list isn't like it varies. I don't know. I mean, I'm saying that I'm giving it a lot of grace. But the speakers were like, exactly, they scraped the bottom of the barrel for the first day of speakers. Literally, it's almost like they took everybody who was random and shoved them into the first day. Which is fine, like, I don't know if it's going to get better from here. I don't know if that's really what, I'm not expecting better, but I'm just saying that was the most randomest group of people. It's almost like, who wants to talk at the convention? Me. Okay, great. You're on at 6:30. I think that's what they I feel like that's what they kind of did. I got to close my window because my poor neighbors. They don't like how much I yell, which I understand. Ow. When you have a singer living next to you, it's a pain in the ass. Sorry, you have to sing. I just want to close that. All right. Anyway, the whole upper deck was empty. Yeah, which I don't know how the crowd control. I don't know what the attendee status is of the you better get started. Yeah. Good morning. Hi, Jen. How are you, love? How are you? So I think both the speakers, which is fine, like that's just a day. But I think the selection of J.D. Vance, while it is the Peter Thiel, pageant mom. Peter Thiel is the pageant mom for J.D. Vance. I have a cat that's playing with plastic. Hold on. Where are you and what are you playing with? Come here. Oh, now there's silence. Now there's guilty silence. Nobody seems excited about Vance. I bet you a lot of the chuds are like, who? 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 So I will tweet it. It's just, it felt very like we're gonna throw the sob stories at you. No, not Scott Baio. Stop it. Stop it. Kevin Sorbo? Really? Maybe a little Gilbert, what's his name? Who's Gilbert Gottfried? Who's the guy who's really into, oh no, it's the other guy. He played, he was from SNL too, though. I have all those gross people. I mean, it was like, okay, we're going to get random people, a labor guy that nobody's really sure they likes, and a pair of tits. You know, like that's literally what the chuds, no. Oh, Santifa, now I'm going to be mad. BK, aka Santifa. No, the chuds love Vance. The Groypers are ecstatic. Allegedly, Vance is big anti-Semite behind the scenes. Fuck! Okay, you would know because you know those fucking Groypery type of communities through social media. Ugh. Okay, great. Well, see, this is why I need you guys, because I'm always wrong about this stuff. I'm always wrong, given how hostile MAGA seems about Vance. The explanation must be access to Teal's Cambridge Analytica. Yeah, I would imagine there's a big Teal. The Teal is really the candidate. I hope Richard Simmons, I hope he comes in and curses the entire bunch. I really liked Richard Simmons. I don't think he would be a Republican. I'm going to continue to think that he was not a Republican, which I don't think he was. So that's really fucking interesting. God damn it, BK. Fuck. I knew this was a really bad choice. You know, like I knew this was like a really fucked up, dangerous choice. $45 million. What? What? JFK hologram. Well, I mean, they think they should have Vincent Fusco come down. They're all doubling down. BK, is that, I think they're on the run, right? Like they have to win this election. Don't you think? Do you think that's true? Because they do want to privatize everything. Am I right about that, BK? Am I right about that? 39? Oh my God. He's young. Oh, this is more depressing. God damn it. God damn, BK. Fuck. You need to hang out more, BK. I need your inside knowledge. I don't know if you have like, honestly, I don't know anymore. I wish it was Biden. Biden's DOJ is knocking and they're scared, but fuck, I don't have any faith. I know, BK. I know. My faith has been as unwavering as it could be in our judicial system. Let me just put it that way. But every time I turn around, the judicial system is punching us in the gut. And I'm not done with the DOJ just because, we're not getting where we need to be. But I'm screaming, please. Please. Farage flew in to help us in our darkest hour. I know, there was a great picture of Nigel Farage. I can't find it right now, but it's the worst picture of his face. He's absolutely the most disgusting person. Well, he's one of. He literally stood up. I saw him at the Reform Party launch, like a month ago or 2 months ago or whenever it was. And he literally said to the crowd, Nigel Farage did, he said to the crowd, this isn't about winning. The Reform Party isn't going to win. I just want to mix it up. You know, like in not in so many words, but hi Scott, how are you? Welcome. Yeah, I really can't fucking believe. Seems like that MAGA forgot about the Supreme Court attack a few days before Trump. I don't even think they realize. There was something. We don't even know if he was shot. I know. Has anyone seen a bullet? I'm not trying to be weird. I mean, I'm really not. Right now, we have to ask the questions. And if the answer's, here's the bullet, great. Moving on to the next. Yeah, the FBI should fucking come out with like a full... I don't feel like I know anything about that assassination attempt. Which I feel like if this were any other person, we would be seeing the repeat over and over again, analyzing how this happened. And I get that some of that's happening, but it's certainly not happening over on YouTube. And you would kind of think that YouTube would be where all that shit stirs up. You still think it's the accordion shrapnel? I think it was. I'm telling you, I think something's wrong here. I think something's wrong. I was on a call with Faraj. Oh, shit. Through a work connection. It was a hoot. I imagine he's pretty, that joke is going to stick, Oomph. Can I tell you? It's going to stick. We're going to keep pushing that. I can imagine Nigel Farage. He's an actor, right? Like he's a jester. He's the jester face. I think the Kotex stuck on his ear was a good touch, Jim. You know, here's the thing. He wasn't wearing that bandage as far as I know. Now, I could be wrong. But I don't think anyone has seen him wearing that bandage. Like when he went like to UFC. Did he really go to a UFC fight after the assassination? Did he really do that? Or is that just like a myth? It's got wings. That's right. It's got wings. Got bangs. Okay, good. I'm glad I'm not wrong. Hi, Neil. How are you? Is your bad? Hi, Pepper. I'm telling you, like, I didn't see that ear pad anytime before. Oh, and here's the other thing, okay? Did you see his face last night? A stay free on his ear. Well, it does have extra absorbency. I'm okay, Neil. I was a little, like, sleepy this morning because I woke up late. Actually, it was just like a fucking scene out of Cinderella, right, man? I was laying there sleeping. I don't know. And I had a cat come up and hit and literally bonk me in the face. Are you nodding off again? Good. No, here's the thing. Trump sitting through that. Oh, good. Maybe YouTube had a weird ass thing yesterday. He was sitting there, and I almost think, now, okay, just bear with me. I'm a comedian, okay? So full disclosure, things I say are silly and stupid because I'm a comedian, all right? And so I'm trying to make the convenient joke. Give me a break. All right. But it really seemed to me last night that he kind of was like, are they going to replace me? Like, am I going to... I think, and a lot of people, including LB, Lincoln's Bible, have been saying, you know, I wouldn't be too comfortable if I were Trump. Okay? Because J.D. Vance would like to be president. J.D. Vance is doing the bidding of Peter Thiel et al. So, yeah, no window seats. I wouldn't be around windows, and I wouldn't drink any tea. Yeah, trust in Stephanie is my second motto. That's right, Scott. And she's been around, you know, and she's more of a journalist than and I am, certainly. So, but her consideration is that I wouldn't get too comfortable if I were Trump. Yeah, you in danger, girl. That's right. She put up that wonderful GIF from Sister Act or from Ghost. You in danger, girl. Which is true. I think that he needs. Well, who forced Vance pick because he was white? Not really. Okay, so yes, and butterflies. Good morning. Yes, and it is. He is an acolyte of Peter Thiel. And Thiel is the one who wants to control government. Now, let's remember that Peter Thiel is in the business of data and influence. And one thing I learned working in Silicon Valley and the relationships that I had with some of the, because I had relationships with some of the executives and companies because I was raising money for a charitable organization in that area. All right. So just so you know. So I had, over the years, I had friendships with a lot of the people in Silicon Valley, in corporations and stuff like that, just through kind of like common events or things like that. And I always was like uncomfortable, like Sand Hill Road and all that shit, because the money was just obscene, right? The money these folks were making was absolutely obscene. It was a very bro culture in Silicon Valley, right? Like the bros could do no wrong. And trust the bros. Good morning, peace, love. And they were slimy as fuck. And just the kind of, and then there would be times where, and I've spoken about this a little bit, you know, there were executives, I won't say at what company, but they literally were very high up and they got so bored with their lives that they just want to kind of, like one guy said, I'm going to drop out of a spaceship and fall to Earth because that other guy did. So I'm going to take a sabbatical from my big job and I'm going to organize a space drop for myself. I mean, literally, that's because he was bored. Okay? So Silicon Valley can charity wash all they want with the little bits and bobs that they give to charities. But I have always seen them as a bunch of fucking over-bloated bros that, you know, like, it's just terrible. So I think J.D. Vance as a pick is dangerous, is more dangerous than Trump, obviously. Trump is just a skin bag at this point. He's a skin bag that gets claps. It's almost like putting the old Jerry Lewis out there. And Jerry Lewis had an audience until he died, even though he was a fucking asshole. So I think there is just a segment of the base who love Trump and everything. But if the party tells them what to think, they will think it. So they're very good at shaping the discourse on events. Well, definitely, they're using Trump has the base, right? Trump has the base. And now, after, you know, the first term where we kind of worked out all the nasty parts and we got people into government and they were able to look around and see where everything was, that was the first 4 years. They're not doing that again. We're not going to have the same Trump administration we had before if he gets in, which he won't. We're going to have different people in the room who have learned what happened in the first instance. And now they're going to take that knowledge and they're going to use it to not make the same mistakes in their mind. And they're going to follow through on the things that they've been saying. It's not like they haven't said, we're going to, cut every agency in half, if not eliminate it. So I think that we're running against Peter Thiel. We're running against the implementation of Project 2025. Not just the pretty words and the talking and the chitty chatty and the, pearls clutched. We're gonna see how they actually implement it, because Peter Thiel doesn't put money into something for it not to work. And he's had some problems before. He had Blake Masters, who failed miserably, but every investor takes some risk. He's used to that. But at the end of the day, they're kind of like the house. These billionaires and venture capitalists and all the hedge fund managers and all this bullshit. They're kind of like the house. They always win. Or at least that's what they think. So, unless there's an ex-boyfriend. I know. I don't know. Vance's time in the Senate has given him a bit more insight into how to manipulate the system. Notice he's been pretty quiet in the Senate. Like, we watch a lot of their hearings. He's pretty quiet. I didn't even realize he was really a sitting senator. Is that wrong? Is that wrong? Trump just alienates independents and half his base. Yeah. So I think last night, circling back to where I started, last night, I think he seemed a little thoughtful. Peter Thiel, there's a story going around about Peter Thiel that that he had he was in a homosexual relationship with a man, and the man died under mysterious circumstances. And it's always been kind of followed him around as, kind of a little bit of a mythology. I don't know what's true and what's not true. So, I think, I don't want to say anything about that, because I don't know the facts of it, but I do know that he's had relationships, and I think he's openly gay. I don't know why. I think he's openly gay. But anyway, that's not the point. It doesn't matter. It's his politics that I have a problem with. I don't give a shit where he puts his wiener. I do care if he kills somebody, but I think that's just a myth. I don't think he actually killed somebody. So anyway, that's like the... Vance thinks if your husband is beating you, you're going to have to stay in the marriage. I imagine he does think that. He's kind of a rad trad, right? He's open, I see. Okay, so that's fine. Where are you playing with noisy plastic? Why? Cats are under the bed playing with a piece of noisy plastic. Know of what you speak regarding Teal. Yeah, I think Peter Thiel doesn't want to lose. And I think the more I think about it, like J.D. Vance was like a perfect pick for the next phase of the occupation. Even the Never Trumpers on MSNBC say it's fear-mongering to say that the election is the future of democracy. That's too far. I disagree. This is democracy. This is a democracy, rule of law versus authoritarianism. Yeah, see, Neil, that's really well said. Because, I don't give a shit about them worrying about us fear-mongering. It's fine. I'm going based on what they say. I'm not repeating things that I think they're going to do. I think that I'm reading what they say they're going to do, and then I'm saying, this is what they say they're going to do. So it's like, I don't know. I know they don't want us to, don't believe what I say, right? That's kind of what they're saying in some ways. Don't believe what I say. But, because if you panic about it, I'm just going to point at you and laugh and say, oh my God, look at those people, hair on fire. Well, my hair is on fire because We already know what happened in the first Trump administration, and frankly, it's unacceptable. It's totally unacceptable. It's not a responsive government. It's not. Yeah, screw the pundits. Really, please. Like I can't, I don't really want, I just don't want, I don't have a subscription right now to a live television service other than what's available already on, like, Prime, Amazon Prime or whatever. And it's a very limited, right? It's like the cat channel, knitting. No. So it's not really like the most current. So I don't really watch like total MSNBC and CNN like programs, but I will pick up their bits and bobs on YouTube and when they put them. And I mean, hopefully, I don't know. Hopefully, well, never mind. I was like, hopefully media will really help point out, why JD Vance is an interesting choice, but maybe they won't. So maybe I should just give it up. Vance and Jamil Jivanji. Who's Jamil? Don't know why the good GOPers think this is an election about policy difference. It's far more than that. I'm just not sure. See, what I think is that, well, first of all, I think there's probably Republicans out there who only pay mild attention to the deep MAGA stuff, right? So they just kind of see, maybe they just see Republican, or maybe they just see, immigration or whatever issue they're worried about. Is Jamil the law school roommate? Oh, I don't know. I can't remember what I was saying. It's okay. Trolls across the pond are trying to push that America is in defeatist mode with an election. I'm like, no, we're not, but maybe with Trump justice. But we're voting in numbers. Yeah, okay, people. This is the shit that happens 3 months before an election. We've been here before. Well, I did try to stream. I usually stream to Twitch, Kathy, but my Twitch didn't take this morning. I was trying to multi-stream, and for some reason my multi-stream wasn't working, so I had to go straight to YouTube. It was weird. There's something wrong with the streaming platform, and I just didn't have time to resolve it. But usually I do switch. I do try to go to Twitch too. But yeah, I have to do that. Conservative MP went to Yale and is still friends with Vance. Oh, interesting. Thanks, Badger. Jivanji is a conservative who won a recent by-election in Canada. He didn't campaign, refused to meet the public, had no policies. Wow. That's crazy. It's so weird. Like, it's so weird to have, like, I don't know. Like, I don't even know. I can't even explain it. But it's definitely, and voter apathy is fatal. It's fatal. It's totally fatal. It's going to get more crazy for the rest of the year. Stock up on THC. Yes. Stock up on your smoothers, or soothers, whatever they are. Smoothers. Those two. I didn't know Jivanji and Jance were bros. That explains a lot. Well, I don't know much about Jivanji, so I have to look into that. That's troubling. I think history is a little. This is stupid. I'm gonna make stupid takes this morning. Is having the ghost. Oh, really? God damn it. That ghost candidate. That's the thing. I kind of want to look, like, I wonder if there are races locally in different parts of the country where we know we know already, but where there isn't a Democratic candidate standing. I'm sure there's an organization that pulls that data. I don't know if it would be like, I don't know which website would have that information, but I might look for that just to see. I'm kind of curious. If you have uncontested races, because that's what I worry about too. That's kind of how we got here in a little ways, right? Is that Steve Bannon has been pushing this thing called precinct strategy, which is basically get as involved in your local polling type of shit as possible, multiple ways to do that, blah, 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 blah. But he's been pushing the local shit for years. And I think they kind of succeeded in many ways to get people who were MAGA, just to make it simple, to keep MAGA people or get them involved in local politics. I think they saw kind of the dearth of candidates for things like school board and other stuff, and they started being a lot more fucking strategic about it. And that's fucking stupid. I mean, I don't mind if people get involved in local politics, but to walk into local politics with an end goal is ridiculous. You remember David Pepper saying that? Let's see. Neil says, Kathy, we just had a by-election in Toronto that had 75 candidates. About 70 of them were independents and scarecrows. Their total vote helped the Liberals lose. Yeah, see, it's a tried and true. I mean, why wouldn't they do it? Why wouldn't you do it if it were, well, I wouldn't, but if you were so fucking hell-bent on raw power, why wouldn't you? It's worked. It's worked to start to divide the vote. It's worked to put in ghost candidates. It's worked to put in candidates with similar names to the Democrats to cause further confusion. Literally, all these things work. We have media literacy. Media fucking literacy. I don't know. We're not ready for a multi-party system. We're not grown up enough. We can't handle a two-party system. People cults want to help save the country. I'm not sure I understand what that means, but I know you'll clarify it, Jen, in just a second. How about Mike's Little Johnson? I call him Mike's Little Johnson. I don't care if he's gay. I mean, can we stop with the not you, Jim, not you at all. All of us. I don't care who's gay. I don't care who sticks their dick somewhere. I don't care who gets a dick stuck in them. I don't. I really don't. I have a problem when you want to stop people from getting access to an abortion. I have a problem when you want to gerrymander districts. I have a problem if you think that that people can be illegal. That's what I have a problem with. So I don't care. I mean, I say more dick sticking, okay? That's my campaign. That's the wrong campaign. That's not my campaign. Sorry. Never been in the jungle if you don't try the third ball. Never learned to juggle. Oh, I said jungle. I don't know. I don't think I've had enough coffee. They're motivated to run because they think they need to save the country. Sadly, I know this is a lot of people really truly think that we drink baby's blood. I understand that. I really understand that. We could at least go to ranked choice voting. We could, yeah. I mean, yeah. I don't know. I still can't believe Hillary won the popular vote but didn't win the presidency. I'm still having a problem with that. Let me see. Most people wanted her, but because of whatever, no. Okay. That doesn't make sense. Yeah, that's true. I kept my juggling at 2, and then all of a sudden it helped. My goodness, what a Stephen King tale. Vance and Trump. plotting against each other while trying to become a dictator for the United States, forgetting about the strength of the will of the people. Yeah, they really seem to take that for granted. And just be, if it isn't screaming at them in a rally, then they don't, yeah, then they don't think it's real. And they really have convinced themselves, which is why they get shocked when things don't go their way. They just leaked Trump's call to RFK Jr. It was pretty bizarre. Oh, I didn't hear that. I'll have to take a look for that. Why? Why did he call RFK? I don't even get that. Why? Wow. You need 3 major parties for ranked choice to work, I think. I know they do ranked choice in, they did it in the New York mayor's race. Every time I post about the guy from Texas 38's electoral district YouTube, what? That's so weird. That's so weird. Yeah, the cavalcade of robots last night was just too much for me. Thank God those speeches were a little short. You know what I mean? Except for the union guy. He seemed to go on. I don't know why. I don't think people really liked him. The guy with the mushroom cloud. Which one? No, I'm just kidding. San Francisco has ranked choice. Yeah, Alaska. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I've seen it. I mean, it seems, I don't know. I don't really understand how it works, but I'm willing to totally try to understand it. But I do think, although all of this is traumatic in many ways, right? It's all kind of triggering as we get closer to the election. If you're a Democrat, what is your second choice? Green. I don't know. Well, I think the Green Party has a little bit of an issue right now. Although I don't know that, but I'm pretty sure I think I don't know. I'm not sure the Green Party is got their shit together. Let's put it that way. And then what's his name? Andrew Yang is pushing the Forward Party. He posted last night. He's like, I watched the convention. Neither of these parties is for me. I'm gonna do my own party. Wham. They make it a wedge. Yeah, see, it's weaponized here. Everything is weaponized. Everything is manipulated and used against. And I suppose that's just strategy. In other words, I don't know. Could be another Democrat. Yeah, that's true. It could be another Democrat. Independent. That's right. Independent. Although I don't know. See, here's the thing. I think we're in a weird spot right now. I almost feel like the dust is settling on large swaths of ideologue parties, you know? I feel like it's kind of settling because I think the Republican Party has fully been co-opted by former Tea Party kind of, rabble-rousers, right? And the billionaires. And the rabble-rousing taking over the party was funded by billionaires. Does that make sense? So the billionaires fund the rabble-rousers. The rabble-rousers send their Trojan horse Trump out. He breaks a few fences and shows them where the weak spots are. And now they're going to push forward and do it the way they wanted to do it. And Trump was a great Trojan horse, believe it or not. It's probably the most successful thing he's done in his life. But now they've got it. So they don't really need him. They kind of need him because he's still like the little, he's still the pop star of their movement. And so I don't see him going away anytime real soon until they can use his going away as a catalytic event to something else. That's the only way I see them actually following through on pushing him out. But it's possible. I mean, anything is possible. anything. They did it, Neil. They did it in Brooklyn, or in New York for the mayor's race, and it was only 2 parties, and it was a lot of candidates. So it seemed, I guess it worked. I don't really know. Mitch McConnell agrees. Now the orange guy has a smart Ivy League wannabe sort of stand. And here's the thing, Peace Love. I'm actually surprised he chose JD, or that JD Vance is the VP pick. The reason I'm surprised is, and the reason I think that this is now an indicator that it's kind of out of Trump's hands, and that's a little bit why he was so depressed last night. Did you see how depressed he looked the whole night? And I know he's probably tired and he's probably this and he's probably that, but the man played golf after he got supposedly shot. So he's not that tired, okay? I'm sorry. Excuse me. Or he's pushed himself too much. But if you're playing golf after the day after you supposedly get shot, I'm not sure you're really in that bad shape. I'm not really sure. And so I think that he looked really depressed last night because I don't think he would have chosen JD Vance. He wasn't like up JD Vance's ass last night. It's almost like he just met him. So I don't think JD Vance was his choice. I think he wanted one of his kids. Because or someone like Ben Carson, who's going to be like so loyal and out of it that it doesn't matter. He's a flesh bag. He wanted a flesh bag or a very loyal child in the VP spot. I really believe that. Because I think he just doesn't want to be reminded of how stupid he is. So I'm surprised. I don't think that JD would have been Trump's choice. Now, I also think at the same time, this isn't really about Trump being the president. So he's not looking for someone he's not going to compete with the VP in terms of like doing shit, because he's not actually going to do the job. He just wants to not go to jail. So Trump doesn't want to go to jail, but I also know his ego doesn't want someone who is quote unquote smarter than him showing him up, right? There's 2 things at play there with him, in his mind. And so I think to some degree, JD Vance was a little bit forced on him, because God knows what the conversations are behind the scenes. And I can imagine Peter Thiel or his ilk saying, listen, it's going to be JD Vance, or we're going to figure out we're going to make sure you're as exposed for to your legal, consequences as possible. You know what I mean? Like I could just, in the movie version of this, because frankly, this is as close to a movie as we're going to get. It seems really like I wouldn't be surprised. Reagan, the first president to let untrained workers work in place of union members. Yep. That's right. Scott says, Jim, it seems staged to me to bring in the anti-vaxxers. I think it's more than that. I think it's yes and, right? I think it's the anti-vaxxers. I think it's the trad rad. I think it's kind of securing a little bit the evangelical, right? A little bit. I think there's a lot of benefit to him. Tenopology. Max, let's see. It makes sense. We do that in Canada for party leadership conventions. That makes sense. Primary should definitely be ranked choice. Yeah. Maybe he'll change it because of the backlash. One last flex. Maybe. He did look weird last night. Thank you. I think he looked like a little despondent. He was nominated for the presidency last night. What? Where was Melania? Vance doesn't seem like the world-shaking nominee Trump advertised before the Butler rally. Yeah, he isn't. I don't know. I don't know. In the movie version, they replaced him with the cyborg while he was under the Secret Service pile. Maybe that was a cyborg. You know what? Somebody was saying, I can't remember who it was. I don't know what it was. But they were like, why isn't there any blood on his collar? Oh, it was Lakota Man on Twitter. Why wasn't there any blood on his collar? It's just not, your head bleeds a lot. When you nick any part of your head, that bleeds like a motherfucker. I know, Melania. Yeah, that's true. She's smart enough to stay out of the crossfire. Is she, though? I mean, I suppose she is. She's doing it. Where was Barron? Oh, wait. Was he there last night? He might have. No blood on the red cap? Yeah. Yeah, see, this is the thing. Max, you're so right. And you've been talking about this for as long as I've known you. Some districts only have one person on the ballot. And that's what I was referring to earlier. It's like I would... Oh, can they? Yours can take a little while to get started? Okay. All right. That's fair. I mean, I'm not hell-bent on conspiracy on this. I don't really give a shit. But I do think that in other assassination attempts, we would know kind of ad nauseum about the bullets that they found and the fragments and the this and the that. And we literally have heard nothing. Did you see where it showed in Philadelphia? Wait, which one? Trump has done skits with World Wrestling Entertainment. The use of fake blood is not beyond the realm of possibility. Neil, that's a good point. That's right. He has done. Although he seemed genuinely shook on Saturday. I don't think he knew anything. If there was some kind of weird, we're going to shoot at him but not hit him. And like, okay, all right, I'm in. It'll make me really popular. Okay. I could see that. It snowed in Philadelphia? What? Oh, God. Jim, are you making a joke? That's the thing. I really want to look and see if there's he looked harried in the few frames. He did. Yeah. He kind of he looked like a guy who had just been through something pretty traumatic. So I don't think that it was, he's not that good an actor, number one. Okay. He's just not. So I do think I think it is totally within the realm of possibility that he put the lives of others in danger by wanting to turn it into a photo op. So I don't think that's not, that's not crazy. Also don't think he would consent to any risk to him. No, he wouldn't. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. So yeah, and that's the thing. Not everybody needs to be in on things. It's probably better for the element of surprise. No, I don't know. I don't, stronger minds will determine if there was any nonsensory behind Saturday's event. I'm sure for years we will talk about Saturday's event and the trajectories and the this and the that. Now, I will say yesterday, this is why we can't have nice things. I will say yesterday, they had a shot, like a drone shot or something of the roof of the building where the shooter was. And let me tell you, I think this was before the event. They showed the guy getting on the roof on this video. ABC canceled The View? I don't even know. I don't pay attention to TV. That's the problem. Yeah, he was fine at his golf game. Yeah. Yeah, mind your own business comes in handy at times. Yeah. But it's like, oh yeah, Max, Vance has a much better makeup game. He's really, he looked pretty clean. He looked pretty spiffy, polished last night. His little blue eyes are twinkling. I just don't. I'm sorry. Okay. I know there will be a definite segment and the base will love him and blah, 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 right? I understand that. Although I think he will probably piss off the base at one point. Okay. I'm just going to call it now. I think that JD Vance will piss off the base with something intellectual, right? So that's something, you know, um, something to look forward to. Well, they wanted to destroy the Secret Service so that it could be just make them. Yeah, definitely. Well, did you see that Flynn actually took this as a real opportunity because he came up with quite a few tweets and pretty extensive tweets um, about the former president's security and the fact that he should be in charge of the president's security. He's offered himself to be in charge. I wonder how he felt about JD. I suppose. See, the thing is I don't think it's necessarily. I don't think it's necessarily like. I can't remember. God, I'm not awake yet. But it was really good. Whatever it was I was going to say, it was really good. I don't remember what it was. Watch, Stone will make him the armor of God who protects Trump. Yes. Yeah, Flynn's already Flynn's already, he's ready to rock. CBS says it was a trace, but it counts as snow. Oh, that's cute. Weird. I don't think he was Trump's choice. I really don't. I don't think Trump gives a shit. Except for the fact that he doesn't want someone to make him look stupid. And he doesn't want anyone who's like plotting against him. So I think there's a little bit of paranoia. And so no, I don't think JD Vance was his choice. I think that was thrust on him. I really do. I don't think he's never talked about JD Vance really. Oh, only moderators can post links. Yeah, Neil, if you break up just the end and just show us the end of the link, I can figure. Yeah, post the part after the www, frankly. Yeah, that's totally how you can do that. Yeah, even better. Oomph. Copy the part after. Yeah, it's just what an odd place. So actually, I'm actually first of all, there's a little bit of relief of just having that piece of it out in the open, right? JD Vance is the running mate. I know. It's a good group. Smart group. I don't think he will easily. This is the thing. I feel, I'm totally with you. I don't think Trump, here's the thing. I think Trump is running for office, and not everyone agrees with me. My very smart friends don't necessarily agree with me, so I defer to my very smart friends. But I will say, I think that Trump is running for president 100% to stay out of prison and get out of trouble and make everything go away that was bad in his life and pursue his dream of billions and billions and billions of dollars. Wait, did I miss something that someone needs support? What did I? Best chat, support one another. Yeah. How can Vance be fired as VP 25th? He won't. I don't think he will. I really think he's not interested in being president. He wasn't interested in the trapping in what it meant to be president the first time. He just did what people told him, like Stephen Miller and other people. And then he played golf. That's it. So he just wants to avoid the denouement of all his bad activities for his entire life because he knows what's coming. So I think it doesn't matter if there's a ham sandwich. right now. As long as he wins the election, he's happy. I do think ego-wise, he doesn't like being shown up by someone smarter than him. So there is still that ego, I'm the leader. Right? There's still like a, I'm the leader. Yeah, exactly. He's not going to follow anyone easily. That's it. You've hit it. You've hit it. So if anything, I think he needs to avoid windows, because I think the real plan is that J.D. Vance wants to be president, and that Peter Thiel wants J.D. Vance to be president, so they can now complete the kleptocracy and start doing some of the things they've been saying that when we tell them they've said them, they go, what are you talking? Why are you getting so excited? We didn't cancel Roe. We put it to the states. That's not canceling it. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. We've seen it. But we've also seen voters reject that. So the good news is the will of the people actually still exists at some level. We're not powerless. All right? We've actually, to be honest, I want to remind us all that we stood in the breach from 2018 on when it came to elections, and we rejected it for the most part. So I want to remind us that we're actually really strong when it comes to this shit. And we actually, when we turn up and when we vote, authoritarianism is loud for a reason. It has to be. It's not popular. Okay? So it has to be loud and bold and act like it's bigger. It's like it's like the hunter in the woods trying to scare the bear. He's got to act like he's really big. But they're not, because they don't win. Yeah, they win the odd thing here and there, and there's definitely an issue with candidates from the Democratic side or people with Democratic values. We've got to do a much better job of getting democracy into local races. Hell yeah. But is there music playing? I can't really hear it. Oh no, good. Like, always worried. So we have done this before. Oops, the doggy. Doggy time, doggy time. I'm gonna put on the music while I walk the dog. Thanks. All right, I'll put on a little piano music for you. Maybe Trump will... Hold on, just a second, love. Okay, I'll BRB. Whoa, 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 yeah. Da-da-da-da. Skadoobie-doobie. Skadoobly-doo. Skadoobie-doo. Okay, come on, I'm coming, puppy. I'm coming. I'm coming. Oh, I'm stuck. It's so warm. Why is it so warm? Why? Whew. Why is it so warm out there? Oh, there we go. Yeah. Scooby-dooby. Skadooby-doo. Scoob, scoob. Yeah. That's right. Oh my goodness. Hello, everyone. Oof. It is warm out there. Let me tell you. Oh my God. Uh-oh, here we go. What's going on here? True, but his ego gets him busted every time. Yeah, good. It is. Well, and Stephen King is fucking disappointing me. He jumped on the and Biden should quit bandwagon the other day, and I'm like, what the fuck? Shut up, Stephen. So there. The stand in the dead zone. That's right. Suburban white women as my voter. Yes. Suburban white women are the voter nightmare. They fucking let us down every time. So my door knocking is going to be in areas of LA County where it is predominantly red. So that's my plan. My plan for the next few months is to join in the door knocking in my half dinosaur suit, because I'm not going to cover my face, right? Because someone will shoot me. But well, maybe they'll shoot me if I don't have my face covered. But anyway, I'm going to go in my half dinosaur suit and I'm going to knock doors for Biden Harris in parts of LA County that are traditionally more red-ish. So that's pretty much it. I've got a huge Agnew connection. When my in-laws were downsizing, nobody wanted it. And oh yeah, that's kind of cool, actually. I mean, I like historical shit. That's for sure. Okay, let me see here. Oh, a contractor built Agnew a deck for free, and that's what got him in trouble. Agnew was my father-in-law's buddy. They grew up together. Jim, that's so cool. If we just pull our heads out of our asses and quit playing video games and taking selfies, and they don't stand a chance. We are there. I agree. Here's the thing, because I have an inside line to Gen Z. Okay? I've got to connect. And my connect says that even if you hear young people are like, Biden is whatever, right? Even if you hear that, they know what's at stake. They do. So while, the dudes and shit, like, I just think Gen Z, for the most part, knows what's up. And they know what's on the ballot. Now, the only thing I worry about is that they won't necessarily vote up and down the ballot. So that's the only thing that kind of concerns me about Gen Z. But I do think Gen Z sees through the bullshit. And I think they're motivated for change. And I also think they understand that the way they get that change is preserving democracy. So I do think, I could be wrong, but my sources tell me that Gen Z is actually really connected into what is at stake. So I hope that's the case. Okay, Trump the trash can. I'm catching up. Trump the trash can man, Vance walking dude. Biden is old wise man with a dog. Right? He has a dog. I don't care if the dog bites people. Dogs bite people that they want to bite because they need to bite them. Okay? Flag didn't really recruit any rich person, did he? Who's that? Flag? Who's Flag? The felon slob. Yes, the felon slob should not be allowed to run for any office, and this country is a joke to allow it. Thank you, Max, because I actually think that we should say no. We put all kinds of things, barriers in front of felons to participate in society. And the one time we have a job that maybe you don't want a criminal mind in, maybe we don't want a criminal mind. Now, I granted everybody's innocent until proven guilty, but this guy has been proven guilty. Okay? Period. There's no question as to whether or not he's a criminal. He's a fucking convicted criminal. Convicted. And there's reason to believe that he raped a child. Period. So I think that it is fucking ridiculous to me that we allow this. And not only is he a felon, but one of the major charges against him, granted that hasn't had its day in court yet, is that he may have given or damaged or sold our documents to the highest bidder or to the Saudis, who were probably the highest bidder. So I think we have pretty good information to indicate that this is not a person that deserves the trust of the office of President of the United States. I think that's a line I can draw without feeling like I've denied him any due process. You know what I mean? I was just walking my dog, sorry. Let's see. I live in a dark red area. I keep my mouth shut. I know. You're a good reporter though, Jim, from the watering holes. The MAGA watering hole. Yeah, Rovember. It's Rovember, bitches. That's my t-shirt. It's Rovember, bitches. I'm going to make that. No Trump flags. That's good. There's no Trump flags here. It is the spotlight rather than the flag or neighbor that bothers me. Oh, they have a spotlight on their flag. You would not open the door to a dinosaur? Wait, did you just say that? What? Oh, Randall Flag dancing. I don't know who Randall Flag is. No billionaire bunker seems an oversight from King. Yeah. In the stand, 99% of the population died. I know. God, you guys are so smart. If you go out, you have to have fun. Not sure most of our neighbors will. And yeah, I don't care. I don't care. I really don't care who you vote for. I do want you to vote. Flag code compliant. Well, see, that's important because we know a lot of assholes who aren't even flag code compliant. Yeah, if you don't want to go out to have fun, stay the fuck home. That's right, Jim. My grocery store, people are mostly ignoring except for like 6 mad white guys or 5 mad white guys. Yeah, there's a few of those. I'm surprised how many people in Los Angeles are more conservative. Not necessarily, I don't even know what the politics of my neighbors are. And again, I don't give a fuck either. But I do notice, like when I was doing stuff on Hollywood Boulevard in front of Jimmy Kimmel's show with the dinosaur suit, I got some hate from, I wouldn't let my daughter marry a dinosaur. Well, I don't know. Depends on the dinosaur. Are you kidding? Everyone's going to open their door to me. I'm like so charming. I really can be when I want to be. Wait, what now? Ooh, the flag flaps and the light flickers. That's a little intense. That's a little too much. You know what I mean? Like that would be like, come on. I don't want to live like I'm in some dystopia with, flag shadows. Evil Avatar from the stand. Evil Avatar. Is that like Avatar? Like, was it not? I thought of Avatar not like Avatar, but I thought of Avatar like the movie. Other neighbors have a large wooden American flag themed cross on their porch. Wow. I'll tell you what, I think it's the religion that's the problem. I'm sorry. I know that's spicy. But I really, I used to kind of half laugh at, religion is the opiate of the masses kind of thing. But goddamn, he was right. This religion thing is fucking us up. I'm sorry, people can't handle it. People can't handle it. Well, I mean, come on. It's like the lighting, cue lighting. I'm sorry, I know. And I went to church for a long time. I sang in the choir for years. So I mean, right, opium's better. Yeah. Yeah, I'd rather have the opium. No. But I mean, I think that religion just allows the worst angels of people. The worst angels. You know, it just empowers people in ways to judge others, to want to dominate, and to, for some of these guys, it's the pathway to power, influence, and money and pussy. Yeah. Well, we wouldn't have any better angels. That's right, Oomph. Good point. If we didn't have religion, we wouldn't have the chance to have, we wouldn't have better angels. Or we wouldn't have angels of people. That's true. Whoops. Yeah. No, I just think, you know, I went to church. I believed. But I just, you know, I mean, things happened in the last few years which changed my perspective a lot. But more so, I think the thoughts I have now, and I don't begrudge anyone their religion. I really don't. I think it's fine. But I'm just saying that an outshoot of this of religion is that people, the people who are prone to that, will take it to an extreme and impose it on others, right? And or use it as a tool to gain power, influence, money, and pussy. And that's terrible. And the gates open, so it's not like, I mean, literally the gates of hell have opened, so it doesn't matter. The horse left the barn and burned it down. So there's no going back. Risk of divine truth. So, risk of the elect. They're really laying the religion stuff on thick now with supernatural Trump's miraculous survival through divine intervention. Exactly, Max. Exactly. And the Made in America, you know, nationalism is definitely an issue. I think just being here, I feel like the nationalism is less of an issue than the religion is. Because the religion seems to cover for a host of ill deeds. I think Richard Simmons does need to haunt that convention. That just wins. So the dead guy is the goat to Trump's Isaac. I guess God said, gotta save Trump, but we can't lose the firefighter. But we can lose the firefighter. Right, Neil? Right. So I think religion has the way we haven't been able to handle it. I think of it more like that. I think about it that humanity is not able to handle some of these things. And especially when you let white men primarily, well, always, have determined how religion interprets into day-to-day life, right? What is the 7 Mountain Mandate? I got to learn more about that, Jen. The 7 mountains and all that shit. Because I know it has a lot to do with this. And I think, you know, obviously there is, you know, kind of standard go to church kind of stuff. I'm really talking about the people who are using their religion as a shield for either bad deeds or to make decisions about other people, you know, like LGBTQ, etc. To take over all of society by the fundies, yeah. Oh, is that what the 7 Mountain Mandate is? Okay. Well, I mean, the thing is, but don't people laugh when they hear some of the religiosity that comes out of the right wing? I have to laugh sometimes. I watch like Julie Kelly and some of these people who are like the, you know, the Rumble evangelicals, I like to call them. The Rumble evangelicals, I think, are really scary. I don't know, but they seem to be, some of them are pretty popular. And so it's just really interesting to see how people, like, I remember back in like the 80s and 90s when we kind of rejected religion, and it was like, you know, remember like the churches were complaining that attendance was down and all this stuff. And yeah, you had the super churches and all that bullshit. But that was still kind of like for me, in my world, they were really kind of a fringe and kind of separate. You know what I mean? Like the 700 Club and all that stuff. I had no idea how deeply connected. Here we go. Here's a realization right now. Real time. I still am boggled by learning about the connections of people like Pat Robertson and Falwell and all those other people and how we got here. Like I really discounted them back in the day as just a fucking fringe, not serious group. And that was a huge fucking mistake. We really fucking, exactly. Those power structures are not the same. I'm using those as examples if that's what you're talking about. I do have to read Jeff Charlotte. Maybe we should like add that. There's so much to do. I wish I had more energy. I really just don't have as much energy as I could. Mountains being arbitrary identification of realms of society, education, religion, government, media. Thank you, Oomph. Thank you for that. The 7 mountains. Because actually, we need to go back and learn more about what people have been saying. You know, people like Gal, people like Jim Clayburgh. You know, like there are people, Dave Troy, Jenny Cohn is really a good source of information about dominionism and the religious piece of this. So there's a lot of really great people. There were a lot of really great people who have dug deep into New Apostolic Reformation and all of that stuff. So there is a lot of good information just starting on Twitter to find out more, because I feel like we probably should. Because I think now, especially with J.D. Vance, I think they're going to use it even more. So, Carla, what'd you say? Did you say something? Oh, your Scott etiquette. Chat etiquette. Never mind. Don't worry about it. Let's see. Jen says, I told my cultist hairdresser that, and she said, my God wouldn't do that. They dismiss it because the group feels too good. Exactly. And the other thing is that I'm sure, you know, having gone to, I went to a Methodist church when I lived in Northern California. I used to attend this Methodist church, and it was kind of one of those where they were instituting like the rock and roll, you know, thing, right? So, which is fine. I don't really care about that. But I really noticed that the push to kind of evangelicalize what I would have considered more standard religions. I didn't really notice at the time. I remember not really vibing with that church, not because of the rock and roll, but because of the people. You know, it wasn't welcoming. It wasn't like this, that, and the other thing, you know? So it was like cliquish, right? But I remember going to church every Sunday at different churches, and people's lives become very intertwined within the church community. Even with Methodists, who I think are really the boring Christians, although they sing. The Methodists have the hymns. So our dude wrote the hymns. Okay. Anyway, I'm not a Methodist. I'm an atheist. But when I was a Methodist, they're really the vanilla. So to go into a church, a Methodist church in Northern California of all places, and have it feel like a cliquey evangelical blah 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 was like, wow, this is not my deal. Like I'm not here to do this. So anyway, I'm not sure where that was going. I think really the bottom line is that I think we have taken a lot for granted in terms of how religion has been used to influence where we are right now today. Yeah. Oh my God, oomph, that wins. Oomph has the winner. The rebuttal of my God wouldn't do that is the entire Old Testament. That's absolutely brilliant. I did go to Glide a lot. I loved Glide. It became too much of a tourist attraction at a certain point. But when I actually lived on Pine Street in San Francisco. And I lived across from Grace Cathedral, oddly enough, and which I loved. It was beautiful. And I would go to that sometimes, but more for, like the spectacle of Grace Cathedral, which was beautiful. But I would go to Glide too. And that was where I wanted, traditionally. But it became very touristy. Oh, did you? That's so cool, Max. Same experience for this game. Yes. I mean, entire segments of the population are not made welcome. Why is that? Why is that? How is that positive? How is that real? So, I don't know. So I think we need to have a conversation about religion. It's time. Especially now because JD Vance is going to I think that's going to be a feature, not a bug. Personally. Glide does so much good in the community. Oh my God, Cecil Williams just died. God. They're just, we won't give up. We won't give up. I'm determined. I'm old and I don't have all the time left on this world. But I really need this. I need us to pull our head out of our asses. So we need to get out there and do it. Do it to it. Ay. All right, I'm going to check the headlines. Let's see what's what. Mm-hmm. I'm Dan Bongino. Do. Oh, okay. Well, let's look at Twitter. Why not? I'm Dan Bongino. I'm Dan Bongino for the rest of my life. Okay, where's my campfire? Oops. Where's my screen capture? Oh, okay. Done. Boop. Oh, well, actually, maybe I should make it a little bigger. I'm Dan Bongino. There we go. Let's just check the Twitters. It's a nerve-wracking season. Yeah, it is. I may be the oldest, and I'm not giving up. Right. Yeah. Check out Lincoln's last post. Oh, I will. So this is Jim's post that just came up. This is Peter Thiel. We're not going to stop talking about Peter Thiel, so get ready to hear that name a whole fucking lot. Because basically, Peter's on the ballot. I no longer believe freedom and democracy are compatible. I don't know what the context of that one was, but I'm sure it was fabulous. JD Vance is fully operated android created by the closest literal approximation to the Antichrist, Peter Thiel. I cannot emphasize enough that this motherfucker will be pulling the strings in Trump's Reich. Okay, wait, hold on.
I should not need to remind you that in the, in the sort of quasi-mythological New Testament account, the slogan of the Antichrist is peace and safety, and that there is, we're told that there's nothing worse than Armageddon, but perhaps there is. Perhaps we should fear the Antichrist. Perhaps we should fear the one world totalitarian state more than Armageddon. I should not need to remind you that in the, in the sort of quasi-mythological New Testament account, I should not need to remind you that in the,
Okay, so what? All right. So that's Peter Thiel. That's Peter Thiel. Yeah, we can't stop. Putin Thiel versus Biden Harris. Yep. That mug is scary as fuck. Max, wasn't there a dead boyfriend? Yes, there was. Yeah, he has a... Grace, welcome. Putin Thiel. Yes. Grace called it. Calling it. Yeah, there definitely is. These tech bros have cooked their brains. Thank you, Kathy, because that was my point from earlier. The tech bros are the problem. The Sandhill Road is the problem. I used to think they were doing good deeds. I can't believe I'm saying that, but I really did. And I've since learned that that's not the case. Oh, the courts? Oh, you're right. Fear the sweating. Yeah. Fear the sweating. Let's see. Let's go back. Peter Thiel funding both McEntee and Vance. Expect Project 2025. I'm Dan Bongino. Slick Rock. I always call him Slick Rick. And he allows me to, but I don't mean to. Democrats have never won the presidency after an open convention. Not sure why people don't understand that independents, nonpartisan voters hate chaos and many times vote only on name recognition, and they make up at least 30% of the final vote. Matt Blates. I rape children, and I'm gonna support another child rapist. Does child raping have anything to do with why these guys all support each other? Just saying. Brandy. Whoops. Seems like RFK Jr.'s son posted and has since deleted a video of a call between RFK Jr. and Trump after the shooting. In the video, Trump repeats his old false claims about childhood vaccines, suggesting the vaccine schedule causes injuries in babies. What? I am a firm believer that these sorts of conversations should be had in public. Here's Trump giving his real opinion to my dad about vaccinating kids. This was the day after the assassination attempt. Is this real?
Something's wrong with that whole system. Yeah. And, and it's the doctors you find. Remember I said I want to do small doses. Small doses. When you feed a baby, Bobby, a vaccination that has like 38 different vaccines, and it looks like it's meant for a horse, not a 10-pound or 20-pound baby. It looks like you should be giving a horse this. And do you ever see the size of it, right? It's this massive. And then you see the baby all of a sudden starting to change radically. I've seen it too many times. And then you hear that it doesn't have an impact, right? But you and I talked about that a long time ago. And anyway, I would love you to do so. And I think it'll be so good for you and so big for you. And we're going to win. We're going to win. We're way ahead of the guy. And, he's interesting. It was very nice, actually. He called me. And he said, how did you choose to move to the right? So I guess that's, people see it. If I was looking straight up, right? He said, I said, I was just showing a chart. I didn't have to tell him the chart was on all the people pouring into our country, right? But I just turned my head to show the chart. And something wrapped me. It felt like a giant, like the world's largest mosquito. And it was a bullet going right. You know, what do they call that? An AR-15 or something? That was a big gun. Those are pretty tough guns, right?
What? What? What was that? Him talking like that makes me think Baron's autistic. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Um. Wow. Wow. Mm, wow. Oh, Bill Crystal, shut the fuck up. Greg, if it's JD, let it be Salinger. If it's Donald, let it be Duck. Trump is a crook and a liar. Vance is a fascist fuck. Yay! I love that. That's very good. Angel funders. Peter Thiel and Elon, the PayPal Mafia, BK. Calling it. Calling it. Oh, here we go. That's Stephanie's. You're in danger, girl. Vance and his benefactors want that oval for themselves, Donald. Yo. Mark Hamill. First appearance of ludicrously oversized ear bandage, apparently not needed prior to tonight. Luke. Calling it. I think Barron is also overwhelmed by the attention to his father. I think that's probably a lot of it. And probably his mom has done a number on his brain. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like his mom has probably like really, like, I don't know, inculcated him. Yeah, I'm not sure. It's a pillow for his naps. I think he looked scared last night, you guys. Come on now. I don't think he was tired. I think he was scared. I think that JD Vance stuff was fucking scary. That's what I think. That's what I think. America First Legal. That's Stephen Miller. That's an ad. Stephen Miller's buying a lot of ads on Elon's site, by the way. Here, Scott McFarlane, Special Counsel Jack Smith spokesman. Here we go. The dismissal of the case deviates from the uniform conclusion of all previous courts to have considered the issue that the Attorney General is statutorily authorized to appoint a special counsel. The Justice Department has authorized the special counsel to appeal the court's order. So there you go. From Scott McFarlane. After I was assassinated, they took me for x-rays. Doctor, there's nothing there. That's good, right, Doc? Not really. I mean, there's absolutely nothing there. Hoodlum, you're funny. Sorry. I know that's mean. I'm sorry. Oh, Vivek. Here we go. Let's hear this little douche whistle.
My next door neighbor gave me a phone call.
Oh, it's the
first of all, where are you?
It's the classic.
I want to make sure I was.
I'm not even going to listen to him because you know what? Vivek's team, I'm speaking right now to you, Vivek's Ramaswamy's team. Let me tell you something. I have been watching Vivek since he started this fucking quixotic adventure that he's on. And I'm going to tell you 100%, you guys fucking suck when it comes to audio. You have never mic'd your guy well. You always don't have a good camera angle. You suck. So Vivek, whoever is running your like media fucking sucks because you're never mic'd. Not that I want to hear what you're going to say because it's all bullshit anyway. But I'm doing you a big fat fucking favor right now. Sorry. I'm sorry if my swearing is too much. I feel like I really lost my shit yesterday. I apologize. I just really was angry. So I'll try to be a little bit more modulated in that. He had a vacant look in his eyes most of the time he was sitting. Yes, he did. And retreated into slumber. Yeah. Well, I mean, he's probably exhausted from all that golf. I hate Vivek. I've watched Vivek a lot, and he's a fucking scam artist. And he's stupid. And he will definitely do whatever someone tells him to do, even if it hurts other people. He is, to me, like unadulterated power grab because he's already proven himself as the CEO of a failed pharmaceutical company, biotech company, that would take failed tests, failed products, and not do much to them, and then do another IPO or another round of financing. Okay? So he takes shit other people do that doesn't work, puts some lipstick on the pig, and then goes to Sand Hill Road and asks for billions of dollars or millions of dollars to do to try again. And then he bails. So he's a fucking scam artist. And he knows shit all about the history of this country. And he also has some really shitty worldviews. He has some incredibly shitty worldviews. He's a bigot and a homophobe and a transphobe and a misogynist. Fuck that guy. Fuck that guy. Fuck that guy and his bad audio. Rebranding grifter, yeah. A monster with too much attention. Yeah. He's so smarmy. So smarmy. Wait, what's that? Want to have dinner with me and Peter Thiel? Donate 10,800 by tomorrow and I'll send you the details. Oh boy. Alina! Still there. Kyle, just scrapping some of my... Oh. Family Research. Okay, the Family Research Council is like really upset about the platform because there wasn't anything about life in there. They're pissed. So what's his face? This guy? I don't know. Is Kevin? No, Tony. He's mad. Okay, I can't find... Why did JD Vance delete this tweet? Trump makes people I care about afraid. Immigrants, Muslims. Because of this, I find him reprehensible. God wants better of us. Woo! Spicy. We're going to be hearing that a lot. Panty liner and eyeliner. Alex. Oh, here we go. Oh, little Mikey Flynn. Oh, but let's see the tears that raged yesterday. No, it was Mike Flynn Jr. He didn't say anything. What does he say? Congratulations. Wait, no, I need the voice.
Congratulations to United States Senator from Ohio, J.D. Vance, for being selected as the next vice presidential candidate of the United States of America for the Republican Party. Now let's win in November in MAGA. Bye. Ooh.
Mikey is mad. Mikey is mad. Amber Rose isn't going to attract any voters. Do you understand that? Amber Rose is a joke. She's a walking joke. It's not like having, Beyonce come out on stage and endorse your candidacy. Okay? It's not the same. Amber Rose is a Walmart Kardashian. I mean, that's saying something. I don't mind her forehead tattoo is her children's names. I actually like her face tattoo. I mean, I'm a tattoo person, so I thought she did a really good job with a face tattoo, frankly. I thought it was pretty nice. But I will say that she's a joke. There's no substance about. She's not a talented singer. She's not like an artist. Oh wait, speaking of audio, is my audio? She's playing in all of our assholes now. Yeah, right. She's got her finger up everybody's butt right now. Enjoy. Anyway. Yeah, speaking of audio. I mean, I might do it. I mean, I don't have 10K, so I wouldn't do it. But, I mean, I wouldn't want to give them money. But I don't know. The problem is when you get in that situation, you can't just like fuck it up. I mean, somebody can, but I wouldn't. I wouldn't fuck it up. I would go in and like ask some serious questions. And I'd probably tell him to fuck off at the end of it after I get the tiramisu. The goal is don't be disinvited before the tiramisu. Whoa, what the hell is this? What the hell is this? Was he have no shirt on? Wait, is there a thing with him no shirt on? God, JD Vance is so boring. I'm telling you. What the hell? They're going to lose so big with this guy. I can't even tell you how big. Does he not have a shirt on at some point? I need to watch. Hold on, everybody. Wait, no, it didn't. I know. I saw him without a shirt. I thought it was a joke for a minute. Wait, I gotta watch it again. Hold on just a second. Oh, I thought he was shirtless in that. Okay, I thought he was shirtless. Look at that face. Look at that face. I gotta take a picture of that face. It looks like a porno. It looks like a porno. He's looking at you like, yeah, I'm gonna peg you right now. That's so ridiculous. What the fuck? I can't. I cannot. Oh wait, I'm like, why am I seeing so many Flynn tweets? I mean, honey, I've seen that face in an oh hell yeah, I've seen that face in a couple pornos. I sure have. Chicka bow bow, chicka bow bow. The things JD does for tea. I mean, maybe I don't care. Be as gay as you want. I love it. I wish it would make you a better person. I wish you would actually embrace the love and joy. But no, you're trying to actually you're empowering homophobes and transphobes right and left. In fact, that's not a mistake. It's not a collateral damage. It's intentional. It's intentional. Because, folks, it's about power and money, and that's literally all it's about. Nobody cares. It's literally about amassing as much power and money. So that's why Peter Thiel doesn't give a flying fuck what you think of his lifestyle. And nor what you think of JD Vance. Because he's going to put some lipstick on that pig and he's going to try and ship it. But we're smarter than that. It's just that we don't scream and have rallies. So that's my point earlier, was that conservative, like the right wing, needs the in-your-face validation from the base. They need the trucks. They need the flags. They need the brick suit guy. They need the rallies. They need the rallies. Trump doesn't ever just come on and talk to the people. He doesn't sit down for interviews with normal journalists. So it doesn't matter what we think of anything, because they're on the road to the kleptocracy and the takeover. And through that, I mean, I can be very specific, the privatization of services that we all depend on. And skirting and changing the rule of law through the judiciary branch and through SCOTUS. So that's, I can be very specific. So they don't care. Like, this is all about the power and the money and the pussy and the oil and keeping us on oil. You know, there's a lot of people have a lot of vested interests in this move to authoritarianism. And one of the things that Trump, although he doesn't actually like govern, he will happily invoke laws and deregulate things that hurt people. And whether or not he knows they're hurting, I don't know. I don't know how smart he is. I don't know how, whatever. He's got kind of a weird, like, psychotic piece that I don't understand. So I can't really think like him. But he definitely enjoys being kind of like spicy. How long does it take to shut down an agency? I don't know. And I don't know. I think, I mean, I have a feeling that part of the first administration was putting people within those agencies that would either slow things down or, you know, whatever. And so I think kind of step one of dismantling agencies and disempowering them has already taken place when you kind of disembowel them. You worked for a small agency-related office that closed and didn't close and then closed again. Yeah, I could definitely see that. I mean, I don't think it's going to be a clean closure. And I don't think it's like day one they say, okay, 50% of you, everybody who's, you know, name begins with whatever or whatever, you know. But I think that you can actually disembowel agencies pretty quickly in terms of shutting down projects. Yeah, it would take a lot of time, but I think we also have to recognize that that there is a certain desire on the right to not do things in a fashion that is business as usual. Now, granted, I don't think that even in their in their best dreams, they can shut down agencies as fast as they say they can. Rendered ineffective the day the order is issued. What's that mean? The agency is, or no? I don't know. Dump is going to lose. He is. You're right, Grace. You're absolutely right. But I ask about the programs and the people and the infrastructure. Well, that's the thing is, you know, I don't know, but I could see, you know, furloughing people and just disrupting kind of the process of those agencies in ways that then trickles down to like the Department of Education. You know, the schools actually rely a lot on the actions of the Department of Education to, you know, move forward with federal funding and other things. And so to not have that at any point impacted is only going to slow down how it trickles down into school districts, for example. So I could see where they could, even though it wouldn't be kind of like the movie version of shutting down and everybody takes their boxes with their plant in it, you know, day one or day two even, I could see them figuring out ways to muck up the works because they had some time inside those agencies to understand where they could carve. You know what I mean? So again, all of this is conjecture, obviously. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, but this is these are the thoughts that come up for me around what the risk is with this administration type of thing, which again, I don't think they're going to win. Now, will they make problems after? Hell yeah. Roger Stone is already committed to mucking up the post-election time with as much legal and probably illegal activity as possible to create chaos for the Biden administration, period. They will. Yeah, homelessness is now illegal. So I think that, you know, and Rose gone. Rose gone. So I do think that I do think that they could cause enough chaos and ultimately get where they want to be. And also, I feel like the people, the billionaire class, if you will, or the people who are actually helping our Republican party make decisions, right? Like Teal or whoever. I think they have a pretty clear idea of how they want to do it. I mean, they did write a 900-page document about some of it. And it's not like that was a fringe right-wing group. That's the Heritage Foundation. That's the Council for National Policy. Those are the dudes. And it was America First. I mean, I think it was a bunch of people. So I don't know. I mean, I think the good news is people who are voting understand. And I do think this is kind of a little bit of a not a climactic point for them, because I think there's always another day to fight. But I do think they feel as if they secure this election, if the right-wing extremists secure this election, I feel they know they can do more damage than they did the first time to institutions and programs that they feel are a drain on their ability to create wealth, power, and get pussy. So that's what I think. OSHA won your legal case for you when you were fired because of your sexuality. See, that there is a lot of good. I mean, are things broken? Fuck yeah. But that doesn't mean you throw it out and let morons come in and try and fix it. I would rather have people who have the interests of humans, all humans, at the center, and then make decisions. So that's what I think. All right. And they've been planning it for decades. It's true. Okay. Hey, thanks for coming this morning. I think I'm going to wrap now. It's about 2 hours in. I'll release the hounds. No, I'm going to let you get on with your day. Now, programming note. I think the convention speeches tonight start at 3 p.m. my time, 3 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Eastern. You're welcome, butterflies. Thanks. Good to see you. I don't think the GOP recognizes everything the FBI does. My community of 180,000 people relies on the local FBI lab to process the evidence from crimes. See, this is a good point. I don't think we all understand the depth of what these agencies are involved in. Yeah, it's going to be a long week, right? Yeah, absolutely. So I think I'm going to go live at 3 p.m. Pacific today, 6 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Central, everything inside and outside of that. And so I'll be back for the evening session of the convention. Thomas Ochter was appointed as head of OSHA by Reagan to dismantle it. Ironically, his 21-year-old son was killed in a demolition project. Oh, my goodness. Yee. Yeah, so please come back. Come back. And we'll spend some time tonight watching more nonsense and making fun of people. Can't wait. Love it. All right, I'm going to send you out with the Daily Down Lolo theme to get your day started. Thank you very much. I love you. Goodbye.
Headlines and punchlines, it's Daily Down Low, but the news is never slow. Gotta break it down, yo. We dive into the madness with a punk rock vibe. Nothing's off limits. We're taking the ball for a ride. From politics to pop culture, we'll make you laugh and think. We bring the truth, no censorship, no missing link with attitude and sass. We shake up the status quo. Daily Down Low, the comedy news you gotta know. Daily Down Low, breaking all the rules, spreading laughing like a bunch of crazy fools. We're punk rock rebels, turning heads into beats. So join the chaos and let the craziness begin.
Stupid